my mic right now. That's no problem. We can set up the mics, and that's no problem at all. Today we are going to do about 6 different teas and tisanes. Now we can get into the tea versus tisane horrible discussion. I find that people are usually okay with it. People are usually okay with tea versus tisane, unless they're from France, and if they're from France, and they go crazy. But in general, people seem not to care too much about tea versus tisane. But today we're doing herbal teas. We got 4 herbal teas. One of them is just insane. Now I've heard of it before, but I had never actually had it before, and it blew my mind. They're like, "Here, try this," and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" It's very, very strange. I gave some to my children when I got back yesterday. I guess I got back yesterday, and I gave it to my children, and my children just freaked out. They just freaked out. My children were like, "Oh my God, what is this? I love it, but I hate it. I love it." It was very, very strange. It was a very, very strange experience for them, for everybody. Everybody who has this one it's a very, very strange experience. But that's what we're going to do. We're also going to look at 2 extraordinarily cheap teas. Try Blue Lotus. Yes, that's a good. Actually, I got to go get me some lotus flower. Actually, that's actually a good one. I got to go get lotus flowers. I've had multiple people tell me that we have the best lotus flowers on offer anywhere in the world on the market, and I believe it. Actually, I do. I have to go do that. I'm going to write that down. Now, look at this. Look at my homework. All this. I printed all this out because this is relatively new to me. I got to go get more lotus flowers. It's stupid that I haven't yet. It's easy to do for me. Because the herbal teas that I have, these are Chinese medicine herbal teas, right? So they're very, very Chinese medicine-y. And the flavors of them, well, one of them is not, which we'll get into. But basically what I'm doing right now, these are the 4 teas that are going to be going into the subscription service box. No, 6 teas. And probably one more, actually. Probably one more. If I can fit it all into the box, as you'll see in a minute, it's a little bit much. But what was it? It was going to Taoyuan, and this next box is going to be like a terroir study for that one particular area for Taoyuan. And Taoyuan's a really interesting spot. I'll talk about these teas in a second, and then we'll get to these. Actually, why don't I start getting these bad boys? So Taoyuan is a very, very interesting spot because it is. Oh, you're from Sri Lanka. Oh, hey, I haven't. I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard much about Sri Lanka on the news, so that means, I hope that means that everything has calmed down over there and that you guys are doing well. But I'm sure you can grow some very beautiful blue lotus flowers in Sri Lanka as well. Now, this right here is, take a look. This right here, you can see this. This is the Hutuyunya cordata. What's his normal name again? Anyways, we'll talk about this, and we'll talk about all of sort of the good things that this particular plant has. Now, this one over here is the perilla, right? This one is the perilla, and the perilla has all sorts of different names, and one of them is beefsteak plant. Beefsteak plant. Purple perilla, Chinese basil, wild basil, blue weed, Joseph's coat, wild coalus, and rattlesnake weed. Now, why it would have so many names, I do not know, other than the fact that chances are that this wonderful, amazing tisane is now it's just grown everywhere. And the flavor of this is it's something else. It's something else. You can see it here. It's got this purple color to it, and it's just beautiful. It's just got just it's quite amazing. But we'll go with these three first, or these four first, and then. Anyways, why did I go to Talion? I went to Talion because I wanted to learn about that place a little bit more, right? So I wanted to learn about that place a little bit more. And I wanted to learn about, so Talion's a really interesting place. It's got the airport. It's in between sort of a lot of different regions. It has tea, so like from Talion, there's one garden in particular. I'm going to put these off to the side. They're very, very strong. There's one garden in particular that I buy a lot of tea from there. And I hadn't really traveled around to the other sides and to the other areas of Talion, and I really wanted to. And you can sort of see that as these things go. I've been everywhere in Taiwan. I've just been everywhere. Every single tea growing region, I've been there, right? I've just been there. And so I wanted to go to some place that wasn't, that was kind of new. And so I went to this place. I went to Taoyuan to travel around. And one of the reasons why was I wanted to see what was there. And I really wanted to go to this place, which has these various tisanes, herbal teas, camellia style plants, and most of them turn out to be sort of in the mint family, which I find really interesting. Good old mint. They also grow mint, but they were sold out of mint. But I'm hoping to get mint sort of next time they make it. But I also went here, and we'll do these first. Now these teas are so cheap, it's insane. It's insane. I went to a couple different tea gardens, and I'm going to do some really good. Really good content on this tea garden. I did the live stream. If you look back on the feed, I did a live stream in this tea garden. And then I went to another tea garden. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going anywhere near that tea garden. And I'll do some content about why. But this is what Taoyuan is all about. Now, there's other areas of Taiwan, say, for example, Yilan, which is also about this. But basically, because Taoyuan is not famous, it's in between all the various places. It's lower elevation. And I'm only talking about the lower elevation Taoyuan. There's the higher elevation Taoyuan, which is La La Shan. And I just call that La La Shan. That's completely different, right? That creates some of the most amazing, high quality and expensive teas in Taiwan. We're talking about the lower elevations here. This is a Jinshuan Baozong from the spring. And it's nothing special except for the value. It's a decent, good, all-round baozong. It's like a baozong. But, I can share it at a price that is just insanely cheap. Just insanely cheap. And with all of these things, I don't know whether people are going to want to get it. So I just bought a little bit of it. I'm also under sanction, right? So the American consumer is still under sanction. Looks like. Glad to see you're alive and well and bringing us fun new teas at affordable prices. Yes, well, that's it. Now, I've also heard, I don't know what's going to happen, but I've also heard that Canada Post might be on strike again. As of today, we can still send tea to Canada. Who knows what's going to happen? I'll tell you guys, it's been a rough fall for everyone in the world. And I don't think we might get some relief maybe in the new year. But until then, I don't think we're going to. But anyways, this is insanely affordable. Insanely affordable. I mean, this is the type of tea that I can theoretically sell, where oftentimes the shipping cost is higher than the cost of the tea. And when you get tea sort of this cheap, oftentimes you have this horrible trade-off. And anybody in a Western country, you're dealing with this trade-off. Slave labor. If you're buying tea from, one of the big chains, it's literally slave labor, whether it's in Africa or certain parts of India or certain parts of Malaysia. I hesitate to say Malaysia. I don't know exactly what's going on in Malaysia, but my guess is any of the big places that are selling tea for like $10 a kilogram, I'm sorry. You're getting into some really nasty territory. And this is not $10 a kilogram, but it's so cheap. Yeah, they're already on strike. So one more market down for me. Yay. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, just absolutely brutal. This fall is just insane. I've also gotten word that I'm hopefully going to be finally able to anyways, I might have a place where I can sell tea locally, like a storefront, which if I can pull that off would be absolutely wonderful. And I'd really appreciate it and be wonderfully happy with it. It sounds like just a perfect place for what I want to do. Anyways, Chinese tea store here in Vancouver said online shipping has tanked about 70% of sales to the US. Oh, yeah. We don't need to talk about it. But I will say this. I'm feeling extraordinarily generous, and I may be sending gifts to the United States soon. So if you would like a gift, because I'm feeling so generous, maybe for a donation, I can send you a gift. But we won't be talking about that in this type of venue. But we might be able to get a way to send tea to the U.S. Through donation and gifts going forward. Personal gifts. My gift to you. But anyways, that's starting tomorrow. And if anybody would like a gift, perhaps you can get in touch with me and we can make a list of people that perhaps would like some gifts. Anyways, this tea right here is insanely this tea right here is insanely cheap. And I didn't buy that much of it because I never know what the market is going to do. But I bought enough that if people like it, the next go round, I'll be able to do a lot more. Yes, so everybody sort of figured out about gifts, and but yeah, so that's basically what we're looking at right now. But unfortunately, there's still no shipping to the United States. The sanctions against the American consumer are still going strong. I gift you tea. Well, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that out loud. But through the goodness of my heart, I may be sending gifts to the United States, personal gifts, starting tomorrow. I love giving. I love giving. But anyways, these 6 teas that we're going to do right now are going to be in the subscription service box. Now, this is a black tea that's even cheaper. Now, why are these teas so cheap? Let's get into that. Taoyuan, not famous. They sell most of their tea just to other people who repackage it and sell it again. This is Taoyuan. And so this one guy, he's been doing this for 4 generations. His granddaughter's running around. He's got this garden. He's doing things the right way. He's not organic certified. He sends out his stuff, and he sends out his stuff, to other people to resell for lots more money. And I've met this wonderful old guy, and I'm going to be able to buy his tea very, very cheap. It's clean tea. It's not certified organic, but it's super clean tea, and at a price point that's just insanely cheap. And it's decent tea, right? It's just decent tea. When Canada Post is back, I'll order some tea from you for Canadian solidarity. Well, I think the problem with both of our countries, anyways, I don't know enough about Mexico, but anyway, certainly North American is the quality of our leadership is pretty low. Through years and years and years of, anyways, whatever. Let's talk about the tea. This is a black tea. It's just a decent all-round, good, clean black tea, and it's really, really nice. And then this one here, I'm telling you, this Baozong it's awesome. Like this Baozong is, if I had found this for double or triple the price, I probably still would have bought it, just because it's decent. Just because it's decent. And well, maybe not triple the price, but maybe double the price, because it's just a decent Baozong. And yeah, so those are these two teas. Like I said, these are going to be in the subscription box going out next month, to wherever the hell it goes out at this point. I mean, let's put it this way. Right now, for Mountain Stream Teas, we've lost more sales than we did during COVID. And the reason that is because we could still ship tea to the United States during COVID. Yeah. So that's where we are for this stuff. But the tea must flow. We do have to go and we have to find new things. We have to do new things. We have to have fun with new things. Because when you stop having fun, when you stop finding new things and you stop learning new things, you die. That's just the way it is. And so my point of going to this area, going to this spot, Taoyuan, was to go to this spot. This was my number one reason. And this spot is a really fascinating spot because they have herbal teas. Now, the two herbal teas that I have right here are sort of the most interesting. And then, so this one here is Hotunia cordata, a perennial plant indigenous to East Asia, the northeastern region of India. And it's used in food, medicine, and commerce. The research findings reveal that H. cordata possesses a wide range of therapeutic applications, including antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, antiviral, anti-cancer, anti-mugenic, anti-obesity, anti-corona, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory activities. Notably, the significant bioactive compounds extracted from this plant, such as quercetin and some other ones, exhibit diverse and promising applications. So this bad boy right here, I got to really figure out what the English name of it is. I forget. Why didn't I do? I didn't write that down. Anyways, I got to come up with the English name. But this is this yellowish plant. What I'll do is they have a bunch of different plants that they have sort of propagated and that they are doing, and then they sell. Yes, well, I mean it's an anti-everything. Hopefully, it's not. One of them is actually illegal in the United States that I have with me right here. And the reason it's illegal is hilarious. And we'll get to that in a minute. But we're into the herbal teas now. And this tastes like grass, but in the back end, but the front end is really, really interesting. It's got sort of a touch of citrus. It's got a touch of citrus floral. In the back end, it's like leaf flittery grassy type of stuff. But the front end is really quite nice. Now, why am I going after these? Well, like I said earlier, I got to learn. I got to grow. I got to. I've got the tea down. I focused on the tea. I can get the tea, but there's so much more in Taiwan and in general, sort of in this sort of industry and all these different things that are good. Now, what is my call to force? What is my the underlying driving thing of what Mountain Stream Teas is, it is, of course, the positive feedback loop. What's the positive feedback loop? Healthy soil, healthy farmer, healthy product, healthy end consumer. And as long as I can keep that positive feedback loop going, then we get more healthy soil, more healthy farmers, more healthy products, more healthy consumers. And the more you get of that, the more you get of that, the more you get of that, you change the world. And not to get all woo-woo, but that's basically that's what I do, right? That's all I'm trying to do. And this is, part of that, right? This is part of that. And so they have this stuff. It's not certified organic, but they don't use any pesticides or herbicides. And they just grow this stuff and then sell it to people. They sell it by the big old bag. Now you can see here, this is all I bought. This is about 3 kilograms. Because right now, like with my diminishing market, except for the gifts that I soon will be sending to people, right? These gifts, my diminishing market is brutal right now. So I can't really buy more than this, but this is about 3 kilograms. So you can see I can just hold it with one hand very easily. And so, it's going to be, the shipping on this is going to cost more than the actual leaves. And it's fun. It's fun. I'm really enjoying sort of learning about this stuff. Now, that's what this one is. Quercetin. Now, if you remember during the COVID tyranny, quercetin was a really, really good part of it. If you ever got any of helped with a lot of the impacts of sort of the actual sickness. And I don't know if you ever actually tried some of the quercetin, like the actual supplements. They're brutal. They were brutal on the stomach. This is actually really nice. So I don't know. I don't know. Should I go down that route? Should I do the health woo-woo stuff? Or I'm still a little bit too fat. Although, I've been lifting weights. I'm doing better, but I think I'm still a little bit too fat. It's sort of like, like a European health, one of the European health czars, or Canadian one for that matter. Like you look at those people and you're like, am I going to trust you for my health advice? So I better go all health and not do some fasting before I can go down the health route. But I'm joking. I won't do that. I won't go down the woo health route. But this stuff's real, right? They've done the studies on it. I'm not going to post the studies. I'm not going to put the studies out there. I'm not going to do all that sort of stuff. That's not my thing. But I'd love to share this stuff. I'd love to share this and see what happens, to see if people enjoy it. Now, this is the Perilla. And the taste of Perilla is dramatic. But let's go. Let's see what this one's got. Potential benefits. Research suggests Perilla extract may have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-cancer, though more in vivo studies are needed, according to the AI on Google. In the United States, the plant is known by many names: Perilla mint, beefsteak plant, purple Perilla, Chinese basil, wild basil, blue weed, Joseph's coat, wild coelis, and rattlesnake weed. It's used for asthma, influenza, bronchitis, digestive system function. The leaves contain oil enriched in monoterpenes, aldehydes, and ketones. Antimicrobials, fungicides, antioxidants, and insecticides. I mean, I've never heard anything so miracle. That's why they call it beefsteak plant, I guess. Taiwan has so much more to offer than people think. There's awesome single origin cocoa and chocolate in Pingdong. Bring the goodness to the people. Herbal tea, yes. Well, I've tried to bring the chocolate. The problem is the chocolate. I will keep the rant. I already started the rant with cheap tea. Cheap chocolate is even worse. Slave labor, which means that if you're going to have actual single origin good chocolate. It's the normal time. It's literally 10 o'clock. They're taking off. Uh, slave labor and cheap chocolate go hand in hand. Um, anyways, that's all we'll talk about. Man, the red flags that are going to be flown up for this one, I hope. Anyways, I'm making no health claims for any of this stuff. I'm literally reading off of the AI, off of Google when I typed in the name Perilla, which this is. That's all I'm doing. I'm making no health claims at all. Potential benefits, nothing. I know nothing about it, right? Nothing. I'm not an expert. I'm just going to sell these out there and I'm going to have fun selling it and I'm hoping people enjoy it. That's it. Ketones are some really good endurance sport connections to the. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm doing research on this stuff, and I'm curing cancer, and I am curing depression, and I'm telling you, Mountain Stream Teas is now. Before I was just getting people caffeinated, giving them energy, and making them happy. But I'll tell you now, it's we're up in the game. We're up in the game, my friends. We are now officially up in the game. Red flags come up whenever you. Well, it's you, of course. Better be careful of your social score. What is the taste of this? Now it's mint family, right? So this is mint. I believe this is mint family as well. No. This is not mint family. This is not. And I'll post the pictures when I start selling these. This is not. This is the mint family, and also I've got Mesona, the Shentao, which we'll drink in a second. But this is mint family, and it's got this mentholy mint to it. It's really, really, really nice. It's also got the basil taste to it, sort of the Asian basil or the Thai basil taste to it. It's also got a bunch of really complicated, complex flavors. But mint, Asian basil, or Thai basil, leaf litter, grass. People. Generally speaking, people don't drink this when, they don't drink this sort of for pleasantness. This is like in Chinese, it's called Cao Yao, which is grass medicine. So that's what this is as well. And what you're looking at with this stuff is something that what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to sell them as a sampler. And what I mean by selling them as a sampler is I'm going to have them as, for $10 or $20 or whatever it is. What I'm going to do is you get a sample of all these different herbal medicine / teas. And then you can try them out, try them together, see if you can make a mix and see if you enjoy them or not. And if you are watching this, you probably enjoy flavors, you probably enjoy tastes, and you care about cleanliness and things like that. And I'll tell you straight up, these are really, really fascinating teas. They're fascinating teas to put in hot water. They're fascinating teas to try out. They're really quite a lot of fun. And I wouldn't call them super pleasant, like mixing them with various kinds of, like mixing this with tea. Like you can't put them in the same, like tea is enjoyment. It's pure enjoyment. Whereas these, maybe you might enjoy it, maybe not. But these are sort of, again, Cao Yao. This is like grass medicine type stuff. Case in point, this one right here. Now, this one is Mesona chinensis. The scientific name for the plant commonly known as Tao Kui, Chinese Mesona, or grass jelly, a perennial herb from the mint family. Now, this is Shenzhou. This is when you go to any Asian, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know whether, anyways, any Han sort of Chinese grocery store or anywhere, you're going to find soft drinks. Well, not soft drinks. You're going to find, those the jelly. Anyways, you find those drinks with the jelly pieces in it. That's what this is made out of. Now, Shentao is absolutely and 100% the most common sort of Chinese medicine drink. It's the base of almost all Chinese medicine concoctions when you're looking at drinks. And the reason it is because in Chinese medicine, this is a cooling, detoxifying, just general tonic. And it is, I mean, what's the best way to describe it? Again, nothing out of the ordinary. It's 10 o'clock, they're taking off. It's a cooling, it's just the base of like everything. It's the base of all the Chinese tonics, all the drinks, all those different types of things. And if you've ever had those, you know that you're generally speaking not drinking that the grass jelly for pleasure. In general, you're not drinking the grass jelly for pleasure. You're drinking it for its medicinal benefits. Now, it's not like it tastes terrible, but I'm sure some people think it tastes terrible. And certainly if you haven't grown up with it, it probably doesn't taste very good. But we'll go through the taste points in a second here. Now, with these two, right, this is the Perilla. Again, from the mint family, it's got that menthol. It's got sort of a complex spiciness like Thai basil. And then in the background, in the back end, you're looking at grass. For the other one, which I really do have to come up with the common name for. Anyways, it's this one here is orangey, citrusy in the front end, like a bright orange, touch of floral, a little bit of that sort of stuff, and then the back end, it's definitely grass. This grass all the way through, hence the name, grass jelly. So if you put in grass jelly, that's what you're looking at right there is the grass jelly, and you can even see here, it's got this really thick, almost like a seaweedy texture to it, right? So I'll lift it up closer to the camera here. Actually, that's a little hot. Anyways, I'll show it in a second. But it's definitely got this thick, like I said, almost seaweedy texture to it. It's very sort of, it's a little bit sort of slimy, and you can make naturally, right? You brew it up and then you let it sit, and you can just naturally get a grass jelly from this. Now, I highly, highly doubt people are going to drink this and be like, wow, that's amazing. I want to try that again. It helps me sleep. Now, with this one or this one, peeps, there's going to be somebody out there who's really going to enjoy it. All right. There's going to be someone out there, and probably more than one people out there that are really going to enjoy it. They're going to be like, wow, I really enjoyed that. That was great. With this one, well, you're probably going to want to make it into a jelly and sweeten it. We can get grass jelly here in Richmond, and it can be an acquired taste. Yes, when unsweetened. That's exactly it, right? And it's really effective, right? So here we go. Ready? Google says the dry stems and leaves of the plant are rich in polysaccharides, flavonoids, polyphenols, which contribute to its medicinal properties, including antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, protective, and protective effects, whatever that means. While its plant extract include functions as a natural coagulant, anti-cancer, blood glucose lowering, non-genotoxic, anti-inflammatory, hypolipodermic, colon cancer growth inhibitory properties, and all that other good stuff. But it kind of tastes like it needs to be sweetened. Let's put it that way, right? It's an acquired taste. It is thick up front, and the best way to describe the taste is dark, right? The best way to describe the taste is dark. It's a dark taste. Dark grass, dark vegetal. And even as I'm doing it, I didn't put that much, but it's thickening up. It's really fascinating, right? I mean, it really is. It's one of the most fascinating Chinese herbs, and it's basically used for everything because it's so effective, especially on a hot day. The Jets are coming to take you out for unsubstantiated claims. Yes. Well, I mean, come on. What are you talking about? That's like 20th century. That's like 20th century technology. It's drones now, man. It's drones now. But yes, I'm sure. Listen, all I'm doing, I'm not claiming this. I just printed it off the internet. And as everyone knows, if it's on the internet, it's the truth. So I'm just printing it off the internet, right? I'm just printing it off the internet. That's all this is, right? I wrote my little thing up here. I have to remember Blue Lotus. I got to go get some Blue Lotus. Maybe I'll do that today. I'll write it on my list. And that's that. Okay. So I'm not making unsubstantiated claims. I just Googled it. My AI told me it was true, which is something that the refrain from that will be anyways, we won't get into that. No, it's my personal AI. Anyways, you don't drink this for pleasure. Now, these two you could drink for pleasure. Right? You could drink these two for pleasure. Absolutely. Absolutely, you could drink those two for pleasure. This one, you're not going to be drinking it for pleasure. You're going to be making it into jelly. I just thinking about all the ways that people have created ways to make this more easier to swallow, basically. Turning it into Jello so you can chew it, sweetening the heck out of it, right? So it becomes extraordinarily sweet. And I don't know if you notice how much I put in. I didn't put very much in here. I did not put very much in here, but it is absolutely fascinating how it thickens the broth. It thickens everything. It is absolutely an acquired taste. It's not something that is going to be wildly. Anyways, if you ever wanted to try it, you want to try grass jelly, make your own grass jelly, I got you covered. And what I'm going to do, I haven't gotten to the last one yet. I'm not even going to drink the last one because it's crazy. But we'll get to the last one in a second. And it's going to be the mystery tea for this month's subscription box. It's going to be the mystery tea for this month's subscription box. And if you followed this long, whatever, not how many people are actually going to watch this long. But anyways, if you follow this long, you won't have a mystery, but at the same time, you won't have the dramatic. Anyways, we'll get to that in about 2 minutes. Gifts, unsubstantiated claims, bad talking AI. I'm going to get deplatformed. Well, yes, I'll probably just get well, anyways. Mark Zuckerberg is an awesome guy. He's so good. Elon Musk is great too. No, wait, is he great this week or not? All the tech oligarchs are awesome. Yay, tech oligarchs. Peter Thiel just told us that if you regulate AI, it'll bring on the Antichrist. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what Peter Thiel just told us. So, yay, tech oligarchs! Don't regulate AI, or else It'll bring on the Antichrist. Anyways, we're getting deep into the weeds of of that. I just want to sell tea. That's all I want to do. That's all I've ever wanted. Well, for the last 5 years or so, that's all I've ever wanted to do. So we won't talk about it. I guarantee the sugar needed to make it palatable for most people negates all the health impacts, sadly. But I would love to try it. Well, that's it exactly. This is this is the funny part of this is because you know what? Let's try this. I think I may have come to I may have figured out how to deal with that exact situation. See this? This is 30 to 500 times sweeter than sugar. Does anybody know what it is? Does anybody know what this is? 30 to 500 times sweeter than sugar. Does anybody know what this one is? Any guesses? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this, and this is what it looks like, right? It's just literally grass. You can see it right here. It's just literally grass, right? That's all it is. I'm going to put it in here, and we will see. Oh, this stuff is so powerful. It's so insanely powerful. It really is. It's insanely powerful. It's oh wow. It's just I put my finger in it's. Anyways, this is 30 to 500 times sweeter than sugar. I gave some of this to my children, and they took the grass, and it went and they're like, wow, this is so good. Oh, what is this? It's insanely sweet, and it is, of course, stevia. Now, what is stevia? Stevia is a fascinating plant. I've done some research on it the last day or two. And stevia is absolutely fascinating. It's actually a South American plant. It's from sort of, I think, northeast Brazil. And it is beyond potent. It is beyond potent. Now, it doesn't seem to have a lot of effects, either good or bad, other than the sweetness. But it is, and I am the first one to like when you say it's 30 to 500 times sweeter than sugar, you think like, no, how can it pot 500 times? It is. It 100% is. This thing is 30 to 500 times sweeter than sugar. Straight up. It's insane. It is insane how sweet this is. And they're growing it in that spot. Now they weren't sort of growing it for the medicinal purposes. Like these three things were grown for the medicinal purposes, but they're growing the stevia just because it's like they're sort of like, try this out. This is crazy. And so they were growing the stevia. It grows, obviously it grows quite well there. And let's try this out. So, your issue, the social worker over here, his issue, of course, was a very, very good one, a very, very smart one. And the issue was that when you're actually drinking Misona sinensis or Shinsao, or not sinensis, chinensis, they add so much, maybe it's high glucose, fructose, corn syrup, whatever sweetener they're putting in it. They're putting in so much that it totally negates the effect, because as we know, sugar is a terrible thing for your body. Now, it tastes good. We get addicted to it. But after you eat sugar for the next 4 hours, it knocks back your white blood cells by like 50%. Depending on how they measure it, up to 75%, like for 4 hours, right? It's a terrible thing to put into our bodies. Diabetes. Anyways, stevia doesn't do all of those things. But as you can imagine, something that would take away sugar is frowned upon in the international press. So Type in stevia controversy, get in there, try it out. I have no opinion on it. I'm not a scientist, but anyways, if you can get past the aftertaste, stevia is great, but some people really react to the aftertaste. I like stevia, but my wife can't stand it. Well, I'll tell you, the upfront and the aftertaste are two very, very different things. And wow, it kind of cancels each other out. I would not say, yeah. Anyway, stevia is an experience. Stevia is an absolute experience. And it's going to be the mystery part of this month's subscription box. And I'm only going to send like 5 grams of it out because I wouldn't even say it's a love it or leave it. It's no one can deny the power of it, right? No one can deny the power of stevia. If you've ever had it, it's not even a love it or leave it. Like, I don't think I would drink stevia. I don't think I would actively seek out stevia and do things like that. I wouldn't do that. Sort of as the day-to-day, because it's just too powerful. But it is absolutely fascinating. It is absolutely fascinating. And it makes this slightly more palatable. But the stevia, like, you saw how much I put in, just like a little bit of, it's overpowered this. I mean, all I taste is stevia now. The Shenzhou is gone. It's gone. Like, literally all I can taste is the stevia. It is 500 times sweeter than sugar. It's insane. It's absolutely insane how powerful stevia is. And it really is. I'm sure people will have a really strange reaction to it. Understandably. I mean, it's definitely not something that I would seek out. Like I said, I gave it to my kids, my boys, and they're my boys are how best to describe it. My boys have had their sugar intake highly controlled for most of their life. Now, does that mean that in the future they will have like, give me sugar, I need it. Maybe, I don't know. It hasn't really happened yet, sort of, but not really, really, really. But I mean, they can both like remember the first time they had a Coca-Cola, and it wasn't until they were like 10, and so when they had this, they were like, oh my God, it's the forbidden taste, like, I don't know, it's a forbidden taste. And then they were like, wow, it's so good. And then they went to go make tea out of it. So they made tea out of the stevia, and then they had like 2 sips, and they were like, it's sweet, I want it, but at the same time, I'm very surprised and scared by this, because it's just overwhelming. It's an overwhelming taste. It's just overwhelming. It's so crazy. So crazy. It really is. Stevia floods your taste buds and doesn't balance well, sadly, which is why the love it or leave it. Yes. And no one can deny the power of it. And because it is, it's just like my boys, I laugh about it, but they kept going back and picking it up and looking at it, tasting it and going, there's no sugar in this. Well, what is going, like, they were very, it was disconcerting for them. They were very nervous. They were very uncomfortable. They were like, what is going on? Why is this so sweet? They kept going and like licking the stems. Be like, there's no sugar in this. And they have not asked me since. They are not saying, hey, can I go chew on some of those leaves? No, they are not. No, they are not. But I'm definitely going to throw it in the packages, 5 grams of it, as the mystery tea this month, and people can try it out themselves. But it's really crazy. I would love to try actual fresh stevia instead of the processed crap. Well, yeah, and that's what it is. I can only imagine what they do to the leaves to extract the flavor out of it. I mean, the amount of like acetols and horrible chemicals and things that they must be putting in to leach out whatever it is that flavor is. But you know, also in our in our family, aspartame is something that is talked about often, and anyways, we won't get into it. Donald Rumsfeld, and so my boys know what it tastes like, what aspartame tastes like, and how dangerous it is. And they actually said to me afterwards, they're like, "This gives me the same, like this tastes sort of like aspartame," and that's sort of the power of it. Now, by no means am I claiming that it's dangerous, not at all, but the power of stevia is insane. It's insane. The power of stevia is insane. It's just, it's worthwhile trying if you're a flavor person. And all it would take is about this much. If you tried this much, you know exactly what it was. That's all it takes. Just that. That's all it takes. And but yeah, like I said, it's going to be the mystery. And I can only imagine what they do to stevia. Here, stevia is just not a thing. It's just not a part of the culture. Unfortunately, aspartame is, though. But yeah, I think we covered everything. So this is Huti How to Cordata. Anyways, it's very, very hard to say it. I got to figure out H. cordata. Anyways, H. cordata is a better way to say it. But it's definitely something that I got to find the sort of the common name for. I thought I did, but I didn't print it out. And so that's what this is. And it really is. It's kind of fun. It's a really decent, sort of calming, nice plant. It's nice. It really is. It's nice. And this one is the perilla. You can look that one up as well. And it's quite common in a lot of medicines. A lot of different cultures use perilla. And the flavor of it, it's the mint family. And it is minty menthol mixed with Asian basil, right? So there's a spiciness to it. There's a mintiness to it. And I wouldn't call it particularly pleasant, but there are certain people that really enjoy it, right? There are certain people, and that might be you. So you might really enjoy it as well. This, of course, is Masona chinensis. This is Shientao. And this is the grass jelly, is what it makes grass jelly. And just putting it in hot water, it really does thicken up everything. It's also part of the mint family. Although the flavor of grass jelly, probably most of the people listening to this at some point in their life have tried grass jelly. Sorry, that's stevia. Flavor that. I don't know. You look back, you see how much I put in. It wasn't very much stevia, but now this is the only taste in here is like raw white sugar wrapped around grass, dry sticks of grass. That's the only. That's sort of the taste of stevia. It's like imagine taking a piece of straw and getting it wet and then dipping it in a raw white sugar, like white sugar, not raw, just white sugar, and then out chewing on it, and that's the taste of stevia. Right? That's the taste of stevia. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating plant. And but I definitely wouldn't recommend it, cooking with it, or well, I don't know, who knows. I'm not gonna. I'd have to do more research with it, but it's a really powerful thing. So much so that it actually overpowers the Shenzhou flavor, the grass jelly flavor, completely. Which is hard to do. Grass jellies, like grass jelly is dark vegetal matter. That's what to think about it. Dark vegetal. Uh, that's just what it is. It's just dark vegetal, and the stevia overpowers it completely. But I guess that's about where we are right now. So we've got the two extraordinarily cheap and decent, nothing special, but just value for money. There's a black tea, and there is the sort of the milk oolong baotong from the spring. Just amazingly affordable, and they'll be in the subscription box. And I will, and then there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 of these in the subscription box as well, just for everybody to try out. And I'll also put I'll probably put the acacia. Yeah, I'll probably put the acacia, just as an example. So Taoyuan is this place. It's got old multi-generational farms. It's not famous. The quality of the leaves is sort of lower to mid quality level. And so if you're going to make money there, you either do a lot of sort of cheaper tea that you can sell easily, or you value add it. And that's where the gardenia flower oolong comes from. The acacia roast oolong, charcoal roast oolong, that's where it comes from. And so what this farm has done is they've just gone for the cheap, clean, affordable, easy to sell sort of tea. And then the other garden has gone for the value add. So they have different cultivars, and they add the flowers to it. They charcoal roast. They do the value add to be able to sell their tea. And so that's what's going to be in the next month's subscription box that will be sent out to everyone that has a subscription. And yeah, other than that, any other questions about anything? Any questions about anything? And this black tea, super cheap. Any idea of when you're going to start shipping to the US again? I wish I did, but unfortunately I don't. Tomorrow we will be able to send gifts to the United States. And so I went through a perhaps rather hilarious thing earlier. If you're curious about getting a gift from my heart, just a gift. Let's see if there we go. Then you can get in touch, and we might be able to hook up some gifts to our American friends. But officially, we still cannot sell tea to the United States. The sanctions on the American consumer are still going strong. And the fact that tomorrow the United States is going to shut down probably means that we'll still have, my guess is mid-November is when things will open up again. That's my guess. But hold on to your hats, all you wonderful, amazing tea people. It's going to be a rough couple weeks, is my guess. But here in Taiwan, you can see I'm still sweating, but it's getting better. We're getting into the fall. The temperature has gone down. Used to be like 38. Now it's like 30, 33, something like that. There's a slight breeze. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to start shipping to the United States again by mid-November. That's what I'm hoping. But whether or not that happens, we'll just have to see. And remember, Taiwan is not unique in this. There's 30 other countries that are going through the same thing. Yeah, it makes sense. Really looking forward to placing another order. Well, thank you. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to sharing teas. It looks like our Canadian friends are also going to be delayed for their packages as well. And so it just looks like all of us all over the world are going to have to hunker down for the next, hopefully it's just another couple weeks. But We all know what 2 more weeks turns into sometimes. Hopefully not this time. Anyways, I think that's about it for now. Any last call for questions? Again, just to recap, next month's subscription box will have 2 extraordinarily cheap and decent and clean teas from Taoyuan. Then we've got 4 herbal teas, and we'll do like 10 gram, the mystery tea. Of course, I've given it away here, but who's going to watch this? Is going to be the mystery tea. So you get 10 grams of those 3 different types of herbal teas, and then you get to try mystery tea. And then I'll probably put in another. Tea, just because it's kind of interesting. But that's it for now. So everybody out there, wherever you are, try and drink some tea, stay happy and healthy, well caffeinated, as long as it's not your bedtime. Hug some loved ones, hopefully. And wherever you are in the world, I certainly hope you have an amazing day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep well. Have an amazing day tomorrow, or have an amazing day today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next live stream.